So do you want to hit driver further? And you know you need to swing quicker, but every time you hit a bad shot, one of your partners tells you you've swung too quick. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can actually swing slower with your driver, but still hit the golf ball further than ever. Now, I know that sounds like it could be the perfect video, doesn't it? Well, hopefully it will be for you. So about a week ago, I did a similar video about swinging slower, hitting the golf ball further, and very much did it with irons, and I had a lot of you asking, was it the same with driver? And it's similar, but not exactly the same, so I thought a perfect opportunity to show you how by delivering the club better and more efficiently, we can, if we want, swing a bit slower to hit the golf ball further, but stay tuned till the end, because I'll show you that if you can do that and swing quicker, how you can pick up some huge distance with driver. So I think most golfers understand that one of the key ingredients to hitting the ball further is actually generating more clubhead speed. But as you saw with those couple of swings at the start of the video, there was some good clubhead speed, but the contact wasn't great, the delivery of the club wasn't good. So even though the clubhead speed was decent, there wasn't really a lot of control on strike, so I didn't transfer the energy from the club head to the golf ball. And I also had the club traveling down at impact. So what today's video is about is how, in theory, you can take a little bit of speed out of your swing and actually become more efficient, strike the ball better and hit up to maximize the distance you're going to hit your driver and keep it nice and straight. So what we saw on those first couple of shots is that the ball was teed down fairly low. And as a result of that, to try and get the middle of the club face on the golf ball, I had to get the club moving down into impact. And to be fair, if you can hit it out the middle of the golf club with not a lot of loft, you should get some good ball speed. But if you haven't got enough club head speed to launch the ball in the air and generate spin, the ball just drops out of the air and goes nowhere. So I think most of us are aware from watching videos and having lessons that we need to hit up on the golf ball, so we need to tee the ball higher. And for me, in a lot of the videos, I use the Castle tees just because it's preset and there's no mistakes to make. So I always like to see golfers up on that orange tee. We're going to move the ball a little bit further forward so that if the low point of the swing stays around where it should, behind the golf ball now, the club should be working up into impact. And at setup, we can add a little bit of help in there as well. So that ball's forward, left hand for a right-handed golfer or lead hand at the top, bottom hand comes underneath and it creates a little bit of spine tilt, but we can move the hips a little bit more towards the target just to enhance that tilt. Now, if I'm being honest, I see a lot of golfers do that pretty well, but maybe into impact, they have the idea of how they get the club working up, but what we tend to see is that to get the club working up into impact, the hands stay behind the ball, the club head overtakes, and they add a lot of loft to the shot. So a pretty typical shot that I would see, guys, tee it up nice and high, set up as we've discussed, and then hit this. And don't get me wrong, even though I've taken quite a lot of speed out of that, you can see my low point is 9.3 inches behind, 6.6 degrees hitting up, and the smash factor's jumped to 1.44. So smash factor's good, got a carry distance at 209 and a total at 233. Now, because I've hit the ball a little bit out of the bottom of the club where there's less loft, that's actually helped my smash factor a little bit. But if I could get the ball a little higher up the face, that'd be good. But obviously when I'm getting into here, I'm losing a little bit of club head speed, even though I'm swinging slower. So what I want to feel is a little practice feeling that you can get to help you through impact. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to set up as though you're going to hit your shot. but move the club maybe 18 inches behind. And what I want you to feel you're going to do from there is drag the club along the floor, and then where the golf ball would be, feel that the club comes away from the floor. So back even a little bit further, maybe 2 feet back. And you can see that impact position, that lead wrist's a little flatter. The club's going to be moving up, but we're going to be keeping loft off the club a little bit more. Now, to be fair, for a lot of you, that's going to feel hugely different. And I would probably say, if you're doing that, actually do a couple of little half swings just to get a feel. And even though I don't necessarily agree that taking speed out is a great thing, as long as you're more efficient and you get more ball speed, you are going to hit the ball further. And sometimes when guys are swinging quickly, I don't necessarily think they're swinging quickly, they're trying to hit the ball hard. And I've done other videos about how the ball's a big influence. We don't really want it to be. So let's do a smaller swing to begin with. Get the club starting back, drag it along the floor and up where the golf ball would be. And then try and get that feel in a very small swing. Now the ball's not going to launch high because I've got no real speed in there. But we can see a nice centered strike. Low point was slightly behind the golf ball, so all of a sudden I've got the club moving up, but my smash factor up at 149. So even though I've only swung at 90 mile an hour there, I've transferred nearly perfectly the energy from the club head to the golf ball. Now, if I'm being honest, I've not done this drill myself for a while. That was actually good. That felt really nice. So I would have that little practice, get that feel, then maybe have a little practice swing, try and rehearse that feel. That feels good. And then hit the shot. And really concentrate on down at the swing, feel that the club gets nice and low, that you're maintaining that spine tilt, the hands stay a little bit ahead, and then the club moves up. So from there, got myself set. Didn't feel absolutely perfect, but we can see there, with a poor strike, I've hit up. My smash factor only down at 1.43, but it's been nice and accurate, 234 yards carry and 264 total. So that was great. For a miss hit, that was absolutely fantastic. So let's go again. Start back, drag it along the floor. Feels really powerful. So again, take a little bit of speed out if that improves your awareness on the movement. Again, a little bit of a miss hit. It's a bit low on the face. And it's not always easy to match strike straight away, but if you've got the club moving up and being a little less lofted while the club's moving up, you're already going to pick up a bit of ball speed, as I'm seeing there. So let's go one more with the slower swing. Just fade in a tiny bit, but a better strike. And we can see 3.7 inches behind, 2 degrees up. Probably not quite enough spin with my driver, but 217 carry and 254 total. Just to show you what you potentially could get. So we're already hitting the ball further by swinging slower, by having that good setup, and feeling that we're kind of dragging the club up through impact. What if I put a little bit of speed in with that feeling as well? Could I get a little bit more, so still a bit out the toe, but decent ball speed, low point behind, and then that'd be the ultimate, wouldn't it? To find a bit more speed with perfect delivery. But, like we showed today, you can swing slower with driver and hit the ball further if you can improve your delivery and become more efficient. Right then guys, so hope you enjoyed today's video, and you could see even towards the end there, if you can build some confidence with it and get used to the feeling, you can actually then put a little bit more speed in and get even more distance. But it's about being as efficient as possible and transferring that energy from the club to the golf ball, and making sure the ball launches at a decent height and spins correctly to hit the ball as far as possible for you. Now, if you have enjoyed today's video and you don't currently subscribe, I'd love it if you took a second just to hit the button below, ring the notification bell, and then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. Now, I know a lot of you have been doing that over the last month particularly, and a massive thank you from me to you for that. But there's still a lot of you watching that aren't subscribing, so come on, please. Love it if you just smash that button below. But just there is another video that I think you'll love, hopefully help you play better golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.